Hello everyone and welcome to Gonna Spit Tier 1. My name is Thomas, next to me is Lewis and we're here in Italy for what will be my last commentating race for the foreseeable future. And who else could join me in the commentary box than Mr. Lewis Round. Thank you for joining me.
Hey,
How are you doing, bro?
I'm very good, mate. It's a special occasion, it's a special event, and we're at a special circuit, Monza. So, yeah, really looking forward to this race. It's a shame it's not in the teams. We have this issue with the multiplayer cars, but hey, it's it's a special race, so we got special liveries. It's going to be a bit tricky to know whose teammates are who, but we'll see how we get on. It's going to be a fun one.
Yes, and very crucial fact you pointed out there. No one knows who his teammate is. So when making the pit stops, when, for example, I just say something random, a safety car comes out,
And we've
then
already got our first. Sorry, we got a guy out on intermediates in the dry.
ooh,
I
okay,
don't think we've ever had that before.
your inter championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting when a safety car comes out. Who is going into the pits, hoping that you're not going to get blocked. It's definitely going to spice some things up. Let's have a look and go on board with Elliot, one of the prospects to take pole position around here. Going into turn 1, braking around the 100-meter board. Goes a little bit deep, go into turn 1. Corrects it for turn 2. Important to get a good good exit out of the first chicane and towards the second chicane. Braking between 150 meters. Once again, a little bit sloppy on the entry. Gets good exit using all of the track available through Lesmo 1. Use all of the track available on the outside. Lesmo 2. Once again, important to get a good exit. DRS straight on towards the end of sector 2. So we can have a indication of Elliot is led by 53.1 and onto the very famous Ascari through here. Gets a little bit of slipstream, not too much. And then onto the back straight and onto the famous Parabolica corner, although it's not named Parabolica anymore, we still call it like that. As Maxime goes to previous pole, I wanted to say with a 119.5, but DK improves with a 119.5 as well. And here comes Elliot and he puts in a 119.5 as well. They're all within 20 thousandths of a second of each other. But Elliot currently on provisional pole position.
That is crazy how close those three are. Within hundreds. Oh, and there we go again. Another 19.5. Spectator, this is going to be a good quali. I was going to say, Thomas, what is Parabolica? I didn't know it wasn't called Parabolica anymore. What's it called now? The final turn?
That is something. I should have done my research on that instead of
I
getting some
didn't even know that. Yeah, I didn't even know. Like, I thought it was Parabolica. Oh, Elliot almost went off there, but he's on it in lap anyway. But yeah, but yes, it's very close. Only a few guys. Oh, look at that! Jack with 118.8. That is miles ahead of the rest of the field. Now I want to look at where Vaporizer is. He's still in the pits. He hasn't gone out yet. Look how many people have done 119.5s. This is a joke. Come on, this is a joke. We've got from P2 to P8 all in the 119.5s. That is unheard of. After, like, I know it's still early days in this quali session, but that is super close. But then it just shows you Jack is a further 7/10 clear. Surely, I mean, you've got a few quick guys who have yet to do a lap. Vaporizer's one of them, but that is a statement there from Jack.
The corner now is named Curva Alboreto, named after Michele Alboreto, who had been driven in Formula 1 for 14 years and is the last Italian to win for Ferrari. Around Monza, I assume. But that doesn't say. So, yeah, that's why, but we're still going to call it Parabolica, because why not?
It's a legendary name.
Yeah, exactly. Fun fact about this track as well, this is actually where I became tier 2 champion in season 6?
Yeah, must have been.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, we took the Constructors' Championship that season, and
but I must
around
admit,
this
you were
track.
kind of Max Verstappen, and I was your Sergio Perez.
Yes, exactly. But it worked out brilliantly, and the chemistry was at least a lot better in the pit box.
Number one, you need a number one and a number two driver. It just makes the harmony so much better.
Exactly. We go on board with Matty, who mentioned that he has chosen a special livery for this race, and I exactly know what he means. Orange with the Dutch flag as well in it, red, white, and blue. It's perfect, and I absolutely love it, Matty. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. And
Nice.
he was like, I hopefully not insult you. No, definitely not. I appreciate it even more. PK as well, absolute legend of the stream. Good afternoon / evening. Good luck, Thomas. Enjoy it. Thank you very much. I will indeed enjoy it a lot. Let's see, Matty Elliott did a 153.1, I think, so he would be 3/10 down. Which means that it will be around P10. Can Matty maybe improve in sector 3? A little bit of a lockup on the inside, but it's not too bad. Make the car run as wide as possible to get most amount of speed through the corner. 120.1, like I said, around P10, P11 it is at the end. 120.1 for Matty.
It looks so strange, the multiplayer cars, like how every car looks. It looks unique. Like they don't look like F1 cars, but like they all look. But everyone's in the same car, so and have their own unique look. It's kind of it's unique. I don't. Having multiplayer cars in race league costs is we've hardly done it. If we've never done it before, I don't think we've ever, unless there's been certain events where we've done a multiplayer car back in the day. I can't remember. It's been a long time.
I think there was one point where we did something special regarding the multiplayer cars.
Right.
But mostly because of the fact which you mentioned before, it's like that people don't know who their teammate is. So
Yeah.
it would like cause absolute chaos for the
yeah.
people watching, driving and commentating. So that's just like one of the reasons why it's not working. I did a championship once with multiplayer cars, which like was okay and it was brilliant to drive in your own car. It was just too confusing.
And also, and to be fair, you don't know who's your teammates, so you don't know if you're going to be stacking.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main issue.
Yeah, which is what it is. So we do have that issue with this. So, ladies and gentlemen, the way to get around that, just make sure you're at the front.
Exactly.
Front,
always make sure you're in front of everyone.
I mean, just do that. Just stay in front. How hard can it be? We're only doing a race league in Tier 1. You know, it's only the best drivers in our league. You know, just get to the front.
Yeah.
Or be really far back, so you got enough time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there are opportunities to prevent yourself from getting stacked.
Yeah.
Jack Hawkey had what I believe a very good sector 2, and he looks absolutely on it. On towards the line. Let's see what he can do. 119.2 P3 for Jack Hawkey. We will be happy with that lap. Let's see, Vaporizer is on his outlap.
Yeah.
Snipes is on a hot lap, but he invalidated, so he's not going to improve. Jack on his outlap as well, who's currently on pole position. Let's see where's AJ. He is going up towards Lesmo 1. I don't know if he's pushing this lap. Looking from the battery situation, I think he is.
I know Vaporizer's on a hot lap. He's just gone through the Curva Grande. He'll be very interesting to see it. He's fastest first sector.
In a gold car as well. I love that.
Yeah. it's like the COD 4 Desert Eagle, Golden Desert Eagle.
Yeah, we have like the Dutch people will know me. He's called Joel Beukers. He's like a big fitness guy, and everything all the cars he's owned, and he's got his own vodka as well. Everything is in the style of this like gold like
Right.
blasting. All his cars are wrapped gold. His own vodka bottle is wrapped in gold. It's like, it's so from another level. And he is thinking me about Vaporizer's liveries exactly. Like if Joel had to create a Formula 1 car, it would look like this. And Vaporizer puts in a 118.7, sorry. And he takes back the pole position from Jack. Who else could have taken pole position from Jack than Vaporizer?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a statement there. And look, you got Aliat who's improved to 118.9, but yeah, these are impressive lap times here by these guys. And yeah, it's so good, so quick. Now, how many minutes have we got left? Aliat is going in the pits. I guess
A little bit less than
now.
6 minutes to go.
Yeah.
We've come a long way, Lewis. I remember the times where the time on our screen wasn't accurate. Like there were still like 1.5 minutes to go or something when the timer was on 0. It was like, and then we just had to wait for the first finish flag to be behind someone's name to eventually know that knew that the session was over. Like crazy times.
Yeah, that was it. We had moments where okay. Your time's that, my time's this, and somewhere in between the checker flag would come out.
Yeah,
we don't have that issue anymore. And to be fair, I've noticed the lights out have been much better in this game. Finally, it's only took almost the entire time of our commentating together for them to get it right, but they got that right. So in the end, it's nice to see they really focused on those two elements in this game, which has been a decade or not a decade, but a 7-year-old issue.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's moved on indeed, and at least we've gone through. Obviously, F1 23 now is crazy. It's crazy. Obviously, we've got PS5 graphics. It was PS4 initially, and it's come a long way in that time. And I'm just watching. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a purple car. It was Zerdner Imigi. Like, he just cut across the Ascari basically on his in lap. He's like a bluey purple car.
Yeah, I can see him now. Is he driving with number 97? I thought 79. Sorry, I thought he was driving with 78, which is my number. But I think Elliot is driving with 78, if I'm not mistaken. I will have a look on that when he goes out on track again. Let's see, Snipes. Donamo just set his lap, 119.1, really well done. Snipes is now starting his lap. He still hasn't been able to put in a lap yet, so will be interesting to see what he can do. Really like his car as well, with the black and red.
Yeah.
For the people still in high school or studying, never make a PowerPoint black with red text on it. Or the different way around is possible, but not black with a red text, because someone out of my class did it and it was absolutely horrendous to read from the back of the class. So liking the color scheme on the car, not on a PowerPoint presentation.
Life lessons.
The more you know.
Yeah, exactly. But I do. I like this. I like the look on this car, to be fair, of Snipes, and he is purple sector 2. Oh no, he's out.
Oh yeah.
That's such a shame with the pace he had. He was purple sector 2, but just carrying too much speed and has too much of that rear end there.
Talking about old games, the crash of Snipes was something we saw. Well, I don't want to say every lap, but every 3-4 laps. Like I think 2 or 3 games ago. Like
it's nothing
that
like
Ascari was scary, but like next level scary. Oh, and Maxime improves to 119.6, which gives him pole position, and now full pressure on Vaporizer, Jack, and Elliot, because they need to improve. But that Ascari, that was crazy.
Yeah, it used to get it all the time. In this game, it's better than it's ever been. Like the grip level is so you can commit so much speed in the fast sections around here, whilst the slow chicanes is actually really tricky. So it kind of is trying to mimic the reality that slow corners, the car does feel a bit stiff, and if you don't get it right, it's not the best. But yeah, in those fast corners, you can still carry a ton of speed. Oh, and Jack Walkie's backed off. He went wide in the first Lesmo, so he will not improve from go any higher than P7. Who else have we got? Spec Dodo is... No, he's pitting. So a lot of these guys are on outlaps. AJ is across the line first.
Okay, AJ across the line first. We will keep an eye out for him. After that it's Elliot. After that is Jack. And after that is Vaporizer. So we will keep an eye out for those guys. As now slowly but surely everyone starts their final lap of this qualifying session with only 1 minute to go. We go on board with AJ, who is 20 thousandths of a second down on his previous time. So he needs to find that little bit more through sector 2 and 3 to get himself higher up on the field. Through Lesmo 1, through Lesmo 2, onto the back straight and onto Ascari. Is he improving in sector 2? He's got a car in front, but I don't think it's going to hinder him. Let's see. No, he's down on his lap time as well, AJ. So we will have to switch to Elliot to see what he is doing. And he invalidated already. So we can focus on Jack, who is improving by almost 2/10 through sector 1. Is Jack going to take pole position here for the Italian Grand Prix? Through sector 2, through Lesmo 2 he goes, with Vaporizer closing him down as well.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, we got a lap time, so checker flags for Spec. Jack is carrying loads of speed. He's quarter of a second up. He's absolutely flying here. But Vaporizer, who's halfway through, he is down in the first sector. So here comes Jack. I'm going to call it Parabolica. It's beautiful from Jack. The line he takes. Now he takes it tight towards the finish line. What is this going to be? It's a 1:18.5. 3/10. Vaporizer, he's now 600ths up on his previous best. But that won't be enough.
How much is there to find in the last corner for Vaporizer? In the gold car, wanting to take the gold medal as well. But is he going to put it on pole position on a 1:18.7? He needs to beat the 1:18.5, and he does it! 25 thousandths of a second. Vaporizer takes pole position from Jack.
That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. How he gained 2/10 on just the Ascari and Parabolica. He must have had like a mistake in that previous lap, because it was good, but it wasn't like anything immense. So he must have made huge chunks on his previous lap. But that's it. Vaporizer takes it by a few hundredths, 200ths of a second in the end from Jack. Crazy lap time pace there in the end.
What a brilliant lap from Vaporizer.
Yeah,
it's just unstoppable in qualifying especially. It's crazy why he gains lap time.
Yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. Like, it looked like he was going to get P2 there, and I was looking at the clock and I was like, he's close, it's going to be close, it's going to be close. And to do it, yeah, that's bang on, that's decent there from Vaporizer. But now it's, what's the tyre strategy? How is that? Is he going to start the hards, or is he going to go onto the medium? It's a long run down to turn 1, and if you don't get a great start off the light, then it can be a bit of an issue.
I'm also like interested to see in how effective the DRS is going to be. Are we going to see like a long train of cars all within 1 second of each other? Are we like it only takes one move, someone outbraking himself to create that gap, and once you're outside of that 1 second window with the car in front of you getting the DRS, it's pretty much game over, because you can see it now. P1 up until, from what I can see now, P14 is within a second. Yeah, DK in P15 is the first one to drop outside of that 1 second window in qualifying. That is insane.
Yeah, but it will be a situation where you'll see people losing time because they're overtaking each other. It will break up. It's not like Austria, because the key difference is there's only 2 DRS zones and they're at separate parts of the circuit. So there's still areas like the long stretch from turn 1 to proper turn 2, no DRS. You've got the whole back straight after Ascari, no DRS. So you have plenty of parts of the circuit to pull away in. So it's not like Austria where you've got back-to-back DRS zones. Well, basically half the circuit's DRS zoned, basically.
Fair enough, Lewis. We already briefly mentioned the strategy. Optimal tire to start on, probably mediums for you again.
Yeah, medium to hard is a good strategy, but obviously that's if you're assuming there's going to be safety cars, or if you think it just saves you from maybe it covers you from that. But the hard tire starting off with and having the medium at the end is a big bonus. But the odds of there being, so you've got to play it as if it's not a safety car, but it depends on where you're on the grid. Maybe you want to be alternate and think, if you're not starting on pole, I'll be surprised if pole man vaporizer starts on mediums. I think he'll go hards, but I reckon maybe P2, 3 or 4 one of those guys will pick a medium to start on just to be out of sync and try something different. Because otherwise, if you're on the same strategy as the guys around you, you've got to overtake them on track. Whilst if you alternate it, you can. There's times when you're quicker. So let's see what we have got. So yeah. Okay. There you go. Don't listen to me.
Okay.
Vaporizer's gone on mediums, and Jack's gone for hard. Interestingly, and we've got a few soft tires as well. So the soft tire isn't too bad around here. It's not like a 4-lap old tire, and that's it. But it is a short. Those people, I'm guessing, are looking to get forward and hope that there's an early safety car. That's because that's really the only way the soft tire works in that strategy, I think, personally.
Yeah, I think those people are aiming to gain as many positions from the start, early safety car, go on to hards, and then drive off into the distance. If it's going to be easy as that, I don't think so, but they can always try. Vaporizer, yeah, you already said it, Louis. He has focused on getting the upper hand on everyone else behind, knowing that probably no one else around him was going to opt for the soft tire. Yeah. Getting the best traction of his position, and then hopefully leading going into turn 1 and then trying to dictate the tempo as much as possible. At least holding on to lap 3 and then see if he is still within, or if Jack is still within 1 second of him. If that's the case, it will be a very interesting fight. If Vaporizer can get outside of that 1 second window before lap 3 when DRS gets enabled, Vaporizer could have a very, very easy and boring race. But then of course we still have the safety cars to come around. And if you've seen any of the previous races this season, you know that a safety car is pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah, exactly. It's very rare. I mean, if there isn't, I mean, this is the shortest race of the year in terms of time. If there's no safety cars, you could do this race in 35 minutes. We had about 3 or 4 safety cars, so the race took, I think, like over 40 minutes. But it's still it's a very quick race because of the high speeds. I think, I can't bet against Vaporizer, but maybe you'll see someone like Aliat getting into P2. But I'm going to go P3 with Jack.
We will have to wait and see. It's going to be a first lap in Dutch as well for Matty. This is something to get used to. We are going to have 5 red lights. En away we go for the last time. Het is een goede start van Vaporizer. Jack. Misschien dat hij hem aan de binnenkant kan zetten. Laat remmen in bocht 1. Nee, Vaporizer. Oh! Jack maakt daar contact met, ik denk, Maxime. Goke wil of de buitenkant langs. Elliot verliest hij daar een positie op de hards. Maar op zich prima van de lijn. Aan de buitenkant is het Elliot. Aan de binnenkant van Goke. En ja hoor, 2, nee! Hij verremt zich, gaat diep en moet waarschijnlijk die positie opgeven. Of blijft hij voor Goke? Nee, hij blijft voor Goke. Zo Elliot in voor nu een podiumplek. P3. Goke P4, Maxime P5. En je kan zien dat een trein vormende. En dan hebben we een gat tussen P8 en P9 met Elliot en Goke. En Elliot verliest de plek ten opzichte van Goke. Zo Goke nu P3, Elliot P4 met Maxime, AJ, Donamo en Jack Hawkey. Allemaal binnen een seconde van elkaar. Door Parabolica, Vaporizer, P1 and it's Elliot round. Lewis, I hand it off to you. This was so hard, but Elliot is off in the last turn. I can finally talk English again. Oh my days.
Oh, Elliot is struggling to get going there. Yeah, he's a real moment. Yeah, it's yeah, you did it, mate. You got that first lap of Dutch done, over and done with. Now you can speak in your fluent English again.
Yes. Finally.
Yeah, so Vaporizer has got the dream start. 1.6 seconds clear of Jack. Maxime, a further 1.3 behind. We had chaos opening lap. It was really entertaining. Snipes, he's retired in the pits. But yeah, Elliot spinning off. He's now right at the back. The only upside, I suppose, is he is on the hard tyre coat, so he can still go long. And he may have help with a safety car suiting when he's going to pit. But that the Audi decal, unfortunately, not having a great start here. But yeah, Vaporizer, he's just romping away from the rest of these guys. Nearly 2 seconds clear, and we're just about to complete lap 2. That's crazy. But DRS will be activated, and Maxim is under pressure from Goke rather, and AJ as well, Don Ammo, Jack Hawkey. Oh, we got a yellow. That is, I believe, Snipe's car. Yeah, as Vaporizer sets the fastest lap. Oh, look at this, Patuskin. Currently in P8 on those softs. They've really made some inroads here. And Patuskin is absolutely flying on those softs.
Yeah, we had Goke trying to make a move on Maxime for P3 in this race, couldn't quite manage it, and now AJ is all over the back of him. Goke in the American themed car with AJ in the purple and white following him closely. AJ couldn't get the exit out of turn 2. Oh, and we saw someone make a mistake. I think that is Potato Skin. Yes. No, it was Jack Hawkey. Sorry. So Potato Skin now up into P7. Like you said, Lewis, the people on the softs with a very good start.
Yeah, very good. And the soft will be strong for a good 10 laps at least. 9-10 laps. So yeah, it's not too bad. These guys getting a good start. It's getting them through the field really well. Just unfortunately, now they're coming up to people who are on medium tyres rather than the hards, who are, apart from Jack, well, both Jacks, the majority of the people in the bottom 10 are hard runners, so they will come good towards the end, but let's see how things go. And now there's DRS, so Maxime under pressure from Goke, but Maxime was able to get DRS. He managed to just get within the second off Jack. But Jack obviously trying. I'm guessing Jack hasn't burnt much energy either. Being on the hard tyres though, he knows this is not his moment right now. He's got to try and be as quick as possible, not get caught up in any battles with these guys behind him.
Maxime has closed the gap to Jack in P2. Goke has closed the gap again as well to Maxime. So it's now a big DRS train which goes from P2 all the way down to P7. DK now got past Jack Hawkey as well, who made his pit stop. So he has a little bit of work to do to get back into the DRS of Potato. Zink following him, following DK 1.6 seconds, and after that there is a small DRS train as well with Brizin, Dodo, Jones and Matty. Elliot on 3-lap old hards is having to do a remontada. He is now in P14 and he's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, indeed. Potato Skin, he is just within a second, but yeah, Maxim's doing enough, and Maxim will probably be right at the back of Jack down this straight. Be interesting to see what the downforce. Yeah, he's about 10 mile an hour faster down the straight. So he is able to close in, and it is creating a bit of a DRS strain. But yeah, Jack struggling now because of those DRS zones. Just allows Maxim to close in that ever so increasingly. The gap's 3.4 now between Vaporizer and Jack. Those mediums will be better in the second half of the race when his car is lighter. So you do expect Jack to move forward in that second half and giving Vaporizer a run, but he's got to keep close and not lose too much time with these battles. Can we see who else is around at the moment?
Everyone is staying calm. I think they're either waiting for a safety car or trying to save the tires, because although it doesn't seem like a track that's very heavy on the tires, because you need to get a good exit every single time, those rear tires are getting hurt a bit. You can see it already through Parabolica, Maxime sliding the back tires, and it's definitely not helping them, and maybe is inviting Goke to make a move. But this is the problem with the DRS strain, as Maxime now goes for the move down the inside of Jack. He needs to, being on the mediums compared to Jack on the hards. Gets the car stopped and gets a good exit as well. Goke almost lost it, and that is allowing AJ to get past. AJ now up into P4. Is Goke going to lose another position? No, he's not. So he lost a position to AJ, but remains in P5. And here comes Jack. Is he going for a move? No, he's not. So Maxime now up into P2. Jack has to settle for P3.
Yeah, that's it. It's such, when you think about it, Monza is such a unique, classic circuit, isn't it? It's just, it's fast, but at the same time, it doesn't because the car feels so slippy because of the low downforce, it doesn't feel quick. You feel like it's hard work driving the cars around this circuit because of how quick you are. And look at this, Maxime and Jack swapping places. Jack back ahead of Maxime in that DRS zone. And this has helped. This is not what Jack wanted, because look, Vaporizer's gained 7/10 on this lap alone because of this battling. So and he's gone off. Maxime's gone off. He ran deep there. I don't know why I wasn't on board with him.
I couldn't see it because there were trees in front of what was happening. It was a really weird camera angle, but suddenly his name was dropping down the field, and it's now inviting Brizin to maybe make a move down the inside, but Brizin thinks better of it, so he remains in P7. Very weird, no damage as he remains out on track, and his front wing still seems intact, but very weird incident from AJ.
Yeah, Potato Skin is losing ground now. Yeah, Potato Skin, you can see now the softs are starting to lose their performance because he's about 2 seconds behind Goke. But you got Donamo quietly coming through. He's now P4, while other people have been messing up. And AJ now P3. And Vaporizer is still pushing strong laps at the moment. But the fact Jack is able to keep these guys behind is really good for his race. He may not be able to catch Vaporizer, but you never know. It will be interesting to see what that performance advantage will be swaying in Jack's favour when he comes into the pits eventually. But the problem is, Vaporizer will pit earlier, only by a couple of laps, but it will give Vaporizer a bit of a further advantage and a bigger gap because you would have put a fresh set of hards on. AJ closing in though. And
he's
Jack
going
doesn't
for
defend.
Down the inside.
We got a crash and a safety car.
Ooh, and did
Multiple
AJ
drivers
get the job done before the safety car? It looks like
big
it.
Crash. Looks like Matty Robbo was involved in it as well. Matty's got a 5-second penalty. So yeah, that was Parabolica there. Now, and there was also Aliat's got a wing change as well. So a few people I think were involved in that accident. But if you are a guy on a medium, you could pit now. I mean, for the soft runners, this is perfect. So Potato Skin, Hacko, they will pit at the end of this lap. If you're medium, I suppose this is perfect for you as well. It's not great for people like Jack on the hard, because I think you could now pit and go onto the hards. I think you could definitely you could pit now and go onto hards. It's a push, but you can do it. I think the window is generally lap 14, I think. If you're going on the mediums normally. Is vaporizer? Yeah, vaporizer pits. AJ pits as well, and Jack does as well. Oh, AJ speeds and Don Ammo speeds as well under safety car conditions.
Very sloppy to get the 5 seconds going into the pits, even in green conditions, but let alone under safety car conditions.
Yeah.
Everyone now opting to go for the hard tire, which, and correct me if I'm wrong, should be able to let them run till the end of the race.
Yeah, it should be. It won't be. It'll be worn, but you can get to the end from this. You're basically pitting about 4 laps earlier, 5 laps earlier than you would have wanted to, but on the hard you can stretch that fine. And obviously you got a few laps under safety car anyway.
Yeah, you've mentioned it before, Lewis, but the people who started on the hards are absolutely in the mud. Jack,
Yeah.
for example, P3, he is
On
now
mediums.
on a fresh set of mediums, but still has to do 17 laps on those tires, which is going to be a big struggle. Also interested to see if Vaporizer can pull off the same thing like he did on lap 1 by pulling away by at least a second. This time it will be a rolling start, which could make a difference. AJ, he needs to be ready, he needs to be awake and fully prepared for what's coming. He knows how quick Vaporizer is, you don't have to tell him that. Now he needs to hang on, because if he can stay within that 1 second window and get the DRS after 3 laps, it could be a very interesting fight for the race win. If he has to let Vaporizer go through, yeah, we will probably see the same thing like we saw on the previous 9 laps, unless Jack on those mediums can do something special.
Yeah, and I don't think he's gonna be able to. He could. I don't know. I just can't see him making another 18 laps here on the medium tyre. It'll be so slow, which is why I was kind of thinking. I mean, yes, he's done his 1 stop, so he doesn't have to stop again technically, or he can use any compound. But I kind of want to save that medium. You never know. There could be another safety car, and then you'd have the fresher tyre. But yeah, there's a lot of guys that pitted. Well, everyone pitted under that period, so they obviously felt the need to do it. There's more people pitting now. Matty's back in the pits. He's put another set of mediums on. So I reckon we'll be starting again at the end of this lap. Matty should be able to catch up. It's crazy to think. I thought we were gonna get pretty far there, and yeah, the safety car came in lap 10.
You get a slight bit of hope.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this actually could be a race that goes all the way. Yeah, we might get to see a strategy play out. Oh, this might be close. We might end up having to do another lap here, you know. Matty has not caught up. And the safety car at this stage will be generous. Yeah, I think we're going to go and do another lap here. Unfortunately, kids. Boo. Right, so now we've got the guys on mediums. It's the opposite effect. The majority of the guys towards the back are on the mediums, so we expect them to catch and pass the hard runners, but then struggle towards the end if they don't pit again, or if there is a safety car later on, it does work in their favour, I suppose, because everyone will be going onto the soft at that point.
Yes, if another safety car comes out, we will pretty much have the same scenario right now where everyone is on the same tire. Now it's a little bit mixed between the hards and the mediums. If, well, after like 5 or 6 laps when a safety car comes out, if then everyone goes into the pits, they will probably all select the soft tire to finish it off.
Yeah.
But for now it will be very interesting to see what the guys on the medium can do. Can they negotiate their way through the field again, hopefully without any damage or crashes? And the people on the hards, they want to make sure they keep their tires alive, because they will most likely try and go until the end of the race.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go, we are close to resuming after our 4 laps behind this safety car. I do wonder how these tyres, actually, to be fair, you don't struggle with heat around here. Hey, we got the notice we all wanted to see. Safety car in this lap. As we wait to see when does Vaporizer put down the marker. I think he could be going very shortly here.
If he's smart, he's doing it before Parabolica, or he's going to wait until the last moment.
No, he's gone.
Yeah, he's going now. And that has been a very good moment for Vaporizer. AJ, he wasn't as ready as I would have hoped for. And now with almost 7/10 of a gap between him and Vaporizer, we get this race going again. Green flag, and this is, look at Jack. He knows he's on the mediums and he needs to make them work down the inside. And he gets the job done on AJ. And now he needs to make sure he stays within that 1 second gap of Vaporizer. And Vaporizer, this is exactly what he didn't hope for. Jack making a move into turn 1 on AJ.
Yeah, great move there. AJ being a bit slow really to react, and AJ wasn't. He was ready. Jack was ready over AJ, and he made the move. And now these two are at it. Vaporizer knows he can get to the end on these tyres if there is no safety car. But Jack will have the pace now. He is the driver with the faster tyre, the quicker rubber, the softer rubber. And it'll be interesting to see, does Vaporizer, has he got the pace to hold on to this lead? Vaporizer very quick here, but already pulling, two of these guys pulling more than a second clear of AJ. Sheer pace Vaporizer on those hards.
Jack, he's doing a good job to stay within. Oh, and Elliot is dropping down positions. Did Elliot make a mistake? Yes, he did. He was off at Parabolica and is now once again last place on the grid. P15 for Elliot. He is not having a good race at all.
It's been really, he's really struggled today. For a guy that did so well. Oh, we got a yellow in turn 1. And that's because we got a guy looking the wrong way around. Yeah, DK then further down the order. Great battles in the background, by the way. Potato Skin and PW Jones battling it out.
Oh, and we have Jack Hawkey.
Yeah.
Was having a weird moment. And he's back going again. Oh, without a front wing though. I didn't notice that.
Bit of drama on lap 13. Unlucky for some in this instance, but not so far for Vaporizer. He has been able to pull away despite being on those hard tyres. He's used up a lot of energy to stay out of DRS though. Yeah,
but same for Jack, I think. Or he's still got half.
Jack's got quite a bit more. Yeah. Well, yeah, Vaporizer's got nothing left. And in a minute, he'll see the red light flashing.
But a 1.1.
Yeah. But he's going to see that light flashing and he knows that he's running low. And around here, using your energy makes quite a big difference because of the amount of time you are on throttle. So I do expect Jack to now claw his way back. They have dropped everyone else already.
Yeah, they really are on a different level tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, and then now Jack's had to use the energy because he desperately wants to get into that DRS zone. He really took quite a big amount in that Ascari. He's using overtake. They've both got no energy left. But the difference is now Jack doesn't care. He's got that DRS to claw his way back. Which he now gets to use. Vaporizer looks strong down the straights.
Yeah, I wanted to see the difference between him and Jack on the straight, because obviously Jack is going to be quicker through the corners with, at the moment now, having much more grip compared to Vaporizer, but slowly but surely, of every single lap, every single corner, the advantage is going to be less.
Yeah.
Looking at the straight line situation, obviously now he's closing in because of DRS, but actually after Ascari you can see what the real difference is. Within 2/10, so big effect of slipstream. He's not gaining as much as he probably would have hoped for, so you are right, Lewis. Vaporizer is quick in a straight line.
Yeah, but this I think is going to be the moment. He's got the run already.
But look at it, without slipstream,
yeah,
Vaporizer is quicker. Now DRS,
yeah,
which is giving him the edge on Vaporizer. Lovely helicopter view. Down the inside, gets the job done before the braking zone. It's Jack now in the lead. Vaporizer has to remain in P2 for now.
Yeah, but look at this Curva Grande now. Look at him close in. Like, without having to use any energy. Like, there's no way Jack's going to be able to pull away from Vaporizer. Once Vaporizer now has DRS, he's going to be so much quicker. Jack will have the pace around these two corners, Lesmo 1 and 2. So it definitely looks like Vaporizer's on a lower downforce.
Let's have a look at Matty down the inside of Lesmo 1. No, he gets stabbed. No, that's not what I wanted to see. In the beautiful car as well. No, Matty. All the time you have to leave the space.
Yeah. All the time you have to leave the space.
Where's Palmer? It's also around this track.
Yeah.
I love this track. It's brilliant.
So much history.
Where's
Vaporizer now. Yeah.
Karma.
Yeah, karma.
So good.
So good. I love that. Yeah, that fiery attitude he had. Yeah, Vaporizer not even using any energy and able to save quite a bit. In fact, he's now at 57%. Jack doesn't have anywhere near that level.
Lewis, how much of a difference is it going to make that Jack is on the mediums where Vaporizer is on the hards? Because, like,
it's quite
Vaporizer is going to overtake him at some point and then tries to run away. But if Jack manages to stay within that 1 second window, he should be able to get back, right? But it's probably going to be sector 2 which is going to kill him.
Yeah, exactly. When those mediums start to run off, that's when he's going to struggle. The mediums, because the mediums on pace, I'd say are like half a second quicker, or around roughly or more. but obviously very quickly they even out in performance terms. I think what we're seeing now is the mediums start to be at a similar level to the hard tyre anyway. And we've got 10 laps to go this time by. So I do expect these 10 laps to be where Vaporizer is able to pass again, and then the DRS, Jack may be able to stay on for a bit longer, but once he gets out of that DRS, I think he'll struggle.
Oh, here comes Donamo with a move down the inside of AJ. Side by side, Donamo gets in front as he takes P3. Brilliant straight line speed as safety car is out.
Oh.
And the question is
Hako.
why? DK
Hako
and Zinc.
Yeah. They've took each other out. Now, this is a perfect time if you're Jack Hawkey or Matty Robbo to put the softs on.
And it's Jack in P1. What is he going to do?
I would pit.
Yeah, same.
I would definitely pit. I think everyone's going to pit. you got
Matty
9.5
in the chat
to
now.
go.
Karma.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Fernando, literally. Fernando Robbo.
We've got George in the chat saying that Heko got trolled by the ghosting system. So I assume Zink made a mistake and DK thought that he could like drive straight through it.
Yeah.
Then got caught up by a ghosting, which has been off this whole season, so he could have known. But that's a big shame for DK.
Oh, here comes Jack. It's the moment of truth. Does he pit? He's getting there. Yes, he does. Oh, no, he doesn't! Oh!
No way! Did he just fake on Vaporizer? Or a lot of people are pitting. So this is not helping Jack, who's already on 10 lap old mediums.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, because look at this. Vaporizer is now in P4 on flash mediums. So you already know what's going to happen. Why? This is so strange.
Yeah, I feel like, and even the guys that have stayed out, I think they're just hoping. I mean, the only thing I would say is, it's interesting that Vaporizer's gone into mediums. Some other guys have gone softs. You could do the softs will definitely do it till now to the end. So I am surprised Vaporizer didn't choose the soft, but I'm very surprised Jack didn't pit then. Like, it just didn't make sense. I think, yeah, he's going to be a sitting duck now.
Actually, we have people gambling it on the soft. Goke, Elliot, he cleared me. How in the name of everything that's holy are we supposed to pronounce that name? And PW George, you love to see it.
Yeah.
All on the softs. We've got Team Purple in P9. Four people on the softs. Rizin, who probably didn't want to risk it, is now going into the pits. He was on 11 lap old hards. We've got Maxime still on 11 lap old hards, and Rizin, because he pitted, it is allowing Vaporizer to gain another position, so he is now into P3 and the first one of everyone who made a pit stop. Only two people in front of him by the name of Maxime and Jack, who are both on 11 lap old hards and 11 lap old mediums.
I think we're going to end up doing another lap here. Still a lot of people pitting again.
Yeah, and the end of sector 2 is approaching really fast.
Yeah, but this race is, as we know, it very quickly progresses. We have had 2 safety cars. We could have more, but we are now with 6.5 laps to go in this race. Or is it 7.5 laps to go, sorry, in this race. And I think we're going to be doing another lap behind the safety car. Again, another longer run on the safety car, which suits the guys who pitted for softs personally, I think.
Yeah, and the people who stayed out.
Yeah.
Because they are able to save their tires a bit more, and there's less chance of the people behind overtaking them. It will be interesting nonetheless, because you've got P9, 10, 11, 12 and 13 with guys who should be higher up, all on the soft tire. They all know that they need to make up positions as quickly as possible, and they need to make use of those fresh softs. There will be people in front being slower, there will be people behind being quicker. It's going to be very chaotic, and the people who are going to be the most patient can either be the big winners or losers at the end of this race.
The more it's like time's gone by, the more it's sinked in how much I feel like Jack's messed this up. He did the hard work of getting ahead, being on the medium. He had a chance to go onto the soft. The safety car prevented him from having to try and make the tyres last. He was ahead of Vaporized already. He would be P2 right now rather than P1 with a fresh set of mediums or softs, and being on track ahead of Vaporized. Instead now he's got it so much harder to do with when we start with lap 22 of 27. So you're effectively now, you're going to be restarting with 5 laps to go, or 6 laps to go, basically.
Yeah, with
6 to go.
Halfway through those 6 laps, DRS will get enabled,
yeah, exactly.
which is going to cause even more chaos.
Yeah,
yes, the message we've been waiting for: safety car in this lap.
Now he could be saved again, but there's another safety car, but he'll still end up being at the back of the field.
Yeah, exactly, and it will be very close. It has to happen within the first 2 laps, I would say.
Yeah.
If there is going to be another safety car, 2 or 3 laps. When is Jack gonna go? He saw the restart of Vaporizer, who was already slowing down. I think Jack is going already. Yes, he is. So he didn't slow down, but he went at pretty much the same pace. Oh, but he's holding in. Oh no! This is going to be drama for Maxime, as Vaporizer is already side by side and is actually going to take. They're going for a wide into turn 1.
Oh my god!
Oh my days! And it's Vaporizer in the lead with Jack in P2. Maxime drops down to P3. Goke now on the softs is going up into P3. Horrendous safety car restart for Maxime, who had to slow down because of Jack, and because of Jack slowing down, Vaporizer managed to get into the lead of this race, and now being on a fresh set of mediums as Elliot runs into the back of Goke, who gets clipped by, I think that's AJ. Big chaos at the back of the field with Elliot and Brisson now all the way down, and it's got a virtual safety car triggered.
Yeah.
Chaos.
That's a rare one. A VSC instead, which doesn't obviously help these guys with the wing damage. A lot of wing damage there in that corner. Matty avoided it. He's up to P9. And you got all those soft runners. Oh, safety car is it a safety car? Safety car's come out.
It is.
Yes.
Another safety car. So the people with wing damage can now recover and get their second chance.
Yeah. It was always going to happen, wasn't it? Now, if you're Jack, do you pit or you just think, no, there's no point now? Because we're going to get a guaranteed 2 laps behind safety car, you're just going to stay out on track. You shouldn't pit now.
No.
Surely he doesn't pit now.
And of course he's faking it again. He's even faking me now.
Yeah, I was about to say, oh my god, no, what are you doing? You might as well stay out now. You've picked your path. You've made your bed. You've got to sleep in it now. And in Jack's case, he's got to try and survive. But the good thing is, we're going to probably be doing this lap. Definitely this lap. well, yeah. Maybe the safety car will go in at the end of this lap, but more likely it will be the next lap. So that means we will start on lap 25, resume lap 25.
You can tell which people ended up in the chaos.
Yeah.
Jack Hawkey, Elliott, Potato, Brizin and Goke all on a fresh set of tires. With Potato on hards somehow.
Yeah.
Who's probably going to stop again for either another set of softs or mediums. And Brizin and Goke, I assume, are going to do the same.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the safety. I'd be surprised if the safety car comes in this lap. They'll probably allow another lap.
What is the difference, by the way, between Jack Hawkey and Elliott? How is there such a big gap between P9 and P10, although they went into the pits at pretty much the same time? That's interesting.
I think Elliott's driving slowly. I think Elliott to deliberately keep the safety car going for another lap, maybe.
Yeah, but he was going to do it anyway. And now he's even making it harder if he...
Yeah, but he's definitely slowing down.
Yeah.
It's 11 seconds now, that gap.
What is Elliott playing at? Yeah, so Potato going into the pits, Prison as well. And I assume no Goke stays out. I think he's deliberately slowing them down so they can't make it back in time.
Yeah.
To catch up to the safety car. I think that's literally his game plan.
Yeah, because now he can just catch up again.
Yeah, he can catch up. And it will be very close for them to close in.
Yeah. The difference is they're already out of the pits now because their pits were much slower than when they were getting wing changes. So they should catch up. Yeah, they should be fine.
Depends how much Vaporize is slowing down the field when the safety car comes in.
Yeah.
Oh, Potato is pushing, locking up.
Yeah.
Going into turn 4, that is.
At least their tires will be warm.
Yeah, that's a good point. Potato on 4 lap, all mediums. Prison on a fresh set of softs. He will be happy about that, but his priority is to get back to the field. Not seen a message yet about the safety car, so Elliott has shot himself in the foot there because being now on the softer tire, he wanted to get those overtakes done, and now the safety car is to enter lap 25 and he will stay out. So we will get back to green flag conditions starting from lap 26, which is not allowing Elliott to get any DRS.
Yeah.
Which is going to make overtaking even harder. Well played.
And someone's pitted, and that is Matty.
Why is the question? Did he pick up wing damage?
I don't know. But the softs he's put on are a lap older. Oh no, they're not. They're fresh softs.
The fresh softs. Interesting.
So he's obviously
Does he really think this is going to make the difference? If Matty ends up on the podium, I'm actually going to lose it.
I don't think he will, because it's not really. It's only a couple of laps, and these couple of laps they've been under safety car anyway. So
Matty is confirming yes. I don't know whether that is to the question whether he had damage or does he think it's quicker and going to make that much of a difference. Is it yes to question 1 or 2, Matty? Just type 1 or 2. Make it easy for yourself. Patiently waiting. Where's the answer? 2. I love this communication. Okay, so Matty believes that being on fresh softs is the prime strategy.
The secret sauce.
Yes, of overtaking these people. But to be fair, he didn't lose out on that many positions. And he's got the most fresh tires out of everyone.
Yeah, I expect a win.
Matty for podium, Matty for president. You love to see it. We will focus on the front of the field with the safety car disappearing in the distance. Vaporizer once again leading the field for the second time in this race. He can get this race going again. Third time overall that we get the race going again. And is Vaporizer going to pull off the same trick? No, he's waiting that little bit longer. And I believe he's gonna go now. No, yes he is now. We are getting this race on the way again with 2 more laps to go here around Monza. And it's been a good restart from Vaporizer once again with Jack in P2, Max in P3, AJ trying to have a look in P4. It's Chaos, PW Jones with a move down the inside. It's Donamo, it's Hawkey, they're all making contact left, right and center. Donamo losing positions, Jack Hawkey gets past, Elliott gets past through Curva Grande. And everyone so far without any damage. And Elliott making a move on Hawkey, yes he is down the inside. Oh, they make contact. Hawkey has to cut the track, Elliott with a move down the inside. But Jack Hawkey defends and remains in P7 for now.
Yeah, it was like IndyCar, that restart. Loads of people, side by side. Potato Skin running off at turn 1, spinning off. So he's out of that action now with just a lap and a half left to go. Is there going to be any more drama? I'm sure there's going to be, especially in the parabolic on that final lap. As Elliott gets a 3-second penalty, multiple warnings.
Oh, Matty got very lucky. 2 people crashing. That's Donamo and Goke were going side by side through a Scarway. That was never going to end well. We've got got Team Purple fighting. It is a battle for P5, PW Jones and Team Purple. With Elliott following closely in P7. Vaporizers off into the distance, 1.5 seconds. Is AJ going for a move down the inside? No, he's not. It's PW Jones who remains in P5. Who's very close to the back of Maxime. Who's on 18 lap old hearts.
Side by side, meanwhile, PW Jones and the purple car. I can't pronounce his name. Oh, Donamo! Donamo's out! Oh, he's in the pits. I thought he was in the field. My bad.
And it's AJ with the overtake for P2 in this race. And Jones would try to go down the inside, but he couldn't make it stick. But he sees the red light flashing of Maxime. And now Jones, with the help of ERS, gets the job done for P4. We have to have a look at check. Can he do something about that P2, or does he has to stick and settle for P3? Jack Hawkey picks up a 3-second time penalty for good measure, with Elliott also on a penalty in P7, Matty in P9. You can see all the chaos unfold. We've got Vaporizer through Parabolica, who is going to win here around Monza. Well done to Vaporizer. AJ is going to finish in P2, Jack in P3, Jones P4, Max in P5. We've got Team Purple P6, Matty P7, Prison P8, Elliott P9, Potato P10, Jack Hawkey P12 at the end as Goke overtakes him for P11. And that was, as expected, a crazy end to this race.
Yeah, Jack Hawkey ends in the pits. He's
doing a Schumacher.
Driving the pit. Yeah, he's just driving the pits. But yeah, Matty getting P7 in the end. So yeah, fair play, Matty. He gained a few places from that. Which he probably wouldn't have done had he stayed on the softs he was on before. But yeah, Vaporizer in true dominant form. Earlier this season, he looked like maybe he wasn't going to have it so easy, but recently it's definitely been much more comfortable for Vaporizer than today. He was really on top form.
Yeah, Vaporizer, pole position. I think fastest lap as well. And now the victory in this race. Hat-trick for Vaporizer.
I think they call it the Grand Slam, don't they? They try and make a thing of it now.
Exactly.
The Grand Slam.
Vaporizer, like we said, pole position, fastest lap, victory, Grand Slam. 26 points added on to his name. AJ P2, Jack P3, PW Jones P4, Maxim P5. Team Purple P6, Matty P7, Prison P8, Elliott P9, Potato P10, Goke P11, Jack Hawkey P12, Donamo P13, DK P14, Zink P15, Jacob P16, Dodo P17 and Snipes P18. And that, Lewis, is the end of the stream.
Yeah. It's only been 4.5 years. World's longest stream.
Yes, exactly. Um, yeah, this is going to be it. Lewis, I will let you do your thing first, and after that, I will finish off the stream as always.
Yeah.
But already, I just want to, yeah, thank you for joining me. And once again, it's been a very enjoyable race.
Yeah, it's been excellent. Great race. This season's been fantastic so far, and lots of great action. And we have, yeah, we got the rest of the season to look forward to. But tonight, thank you, Thomas. Thank you for everything. And yeah, like I said, 4.5 years. That is crazy. That's nearly a half a decade. And I was still in my 20s. You were a teenager, and now we're at a different point of our lives. And this league, like saying off air, it's been fantastic for us. It's been great community, and no, it's a great way to end it on a high with this great racing that we've had with EU1. So Thomas, you are the legend of contest speed commentating. So yeah, I hope you enjoy your time on Thursdays from now on, knowing that you can actually have a recovery evening, and get to bed at an early time. So yeah, it's no, it's been an absolute pleasure, bro.
Yes, thank you very much for those kind words. I've enjoyed pretty much every single minute of commentating. Like you said, Lewis, actually, fun fact, next week onwards, the 4th of October, would have been 5 years of me commentating in console speed.
Yeah,
And
wow.
we actually started our journey. Well, we had a one-off in season 2 where you joined me
Yeah,
to replace Jordan. But
yeah,
our first full season was season 3, which started on the 19th of March 2019. So
yeah,
that is, yeah, 4 years, more, 4.5 years actually.
yeah.
And Matty, to answer your question, I've commentated over 200 races in console speed, including the special offs, the Antoine Hubert race, for example, all those kind of races. Yeah, and I truly enjoyed every single one of them. The beautiful thing is that every race has a special story. You have people you fall in love with, people surprising you every single week. And time again, when I put down the headset, I felt satisfied about another enjoyable race. It started off as helping the league out by commentating over Tier 2 race, and it ended up being my passion for the last 5 years. Today I went through some old races, and the difference in my performance, but also the quality of the league, is absolutely incredible. They wouldn't have been able without everyone tuning in every single week. I remember the peak F1 days where we commentated over more than 100 people for pretty much a whole season, and now, 5 years later, which started on YouTube, we've reached 1,000 people following us on Twitch. After 5 years, it's time to hand over the key of the commentary box, and I'm happy to see that you, Lewis, can lead the example. And to be fair, there's nobody better to do so. Last but not least, I want to give a special mention to a few people. Um, Dan and Roland, and together with Ricky, for keeping the league alive. You guys are all doing a brilliant job, and I'm still happy to be part of it and try to do my best as possible. Matty, for trying your best to even join this race, helping me out with commentary, helping out with the league. Chris, although you're probably not watching, for creating the league and inviting me to join for two races each week, and after that allowing me to commentate. Dominic, who was a true watcher, of course, as well, who is probably also not watching, but still thank you very much. Jordan, who was supposed to race, but thank you for being my first joint commentator and joining me from season 2 onwards. To Spell, for joining the commentary box with me also a lot of time, and PK for pretty much being there every single week. And once again, last but not least, Lewis. Um, there are a lot of people in Connors of Speed who I truly believe are one of my friends. And although we haven't met in real life, you are one of the closest people to me. We share a lot of things. We send each other memes on Instagram. We snap each other a lot, and we talk about our single lives pretty much every single day. And it truly was a very enjoyable time with you in the commentary box. It was never a dull moment. We were fitted perfectly for each other, and I can't wait to meet in real life. So I want to thank you for that. For all the people still watching, I won't be leaving COS, but it will be the last time for a very long period. For a very long period, you will hear this voice on one of our streams. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. And for one final time, have a good one, stay safe, and good.